Making a return to the Clive Barker world and mythos, I am going to be exploring once again a Nightbreed character. Now this is Baphomet, or Cabal. This was the deity, an absolutely monstrous looking god from the 1988 novel Cabal and then the subsequent 1990 movie. He's also made an appearance, kind of, in a Hellraiser Nightbreed Jihad comic, which I will get to at the end because there are some interesting things to discuss around it. So what exactly is Baphomet? Well, we don't know whether he was a god from heaven or hell, but what is known is that where he resided in Midian was him calling all of the tribes of the moon to himself. This was in an attempt to create an army to take back what had once been his. Now, this god does have enemies, which we find out in the Nightbreed movie whilst he is speaking to Cabal, the character who would become Cabal. Who those enemies are is not 100% clear, but we do know that in his current state, he needs to be saved from his enemies, which is what he reiterates to Cabal. And in terms of his shape and overall size, he's a really interesting character. He seems to have 3 appendages either side of his head which hold him aloft, and molten metal for innards and blood, and he's a tattered mess of a former creature that he once was. He's an extremely jet black creature, and in the novel, each piece of Baphomet could be bound up and taken away with the Nightbreed. So in that aspect, he is a truly unique deity or god to the Nightbreed. Now, as I said, he has featured in the Hellraiser Nightbreed crossover Jihad, or it was a form of Baphomet. Now, what I mean by that is in this comic where Pinhead is at risk of dying and he teams up with the Nightbreed against some fellow Cenobites who have gone rogue against Leviathan, Pinhead and the Nightbreed call upon a deity who looks extremely like Baphomet, but they do name him Cabal. So in that aspect, it is difficult to say 100% who it is, whether it is Baphomet as per what we know from the film, or it is Cabal taking Baphomet's form. We don't know, but Pinhead does call him a deity. This creature is godlike, absolutely without a shadow of a doubt godlike. In his actions, this creature in the comic is able to open up a gateway which brings Leviathan into the realm momentarily, allowing Leviathan to pull the Cenobites back and thus allowing the Nightbreed and also Pinhead to reap their revenge on these traitorous scum. Also in this action, the creature who looks an awful like Baphomet does speak similarly so. He does call Pelequin his son and speaks of offerings to God. So in that aspect, it probably is Baphomet, but it's not really confirmed, especially as he is named Cabal. But this is the actions of a god, no doubt. What I do find interesting in the comic is that even though Cabal Baphomet saved Pinhead, a momentary unity between the two factions, Pinhead does traipse off into the sunset, stating that they will come for the Nightbreed and thus bring order to their flesh. In terms of this characterization of Pinhead, it's probably one of the best. Some of the quotes from this character are absolutely unbelievable. I would encourage anyone to check out the Hellraiser Nightbreed Jihad crossover. It's a fantastic comic. Really, really is good. The artwork, especially, is absolutely insane. It's a true work of art. So guys, I know this video has been somewhat informal. Baphomet is a god that doesn't really have an awful lot of information behind him, which does make him that bit much more interesting. So I had to pull some information from various sources to make this video. But I hope you did enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed the previous video in this series on Pelequin. If you did, or if you haven't seen it, go check it out, give it a big thumbs up. And if you enjoyed this one, give this one a big thumbs up as well. Share on social media. And also leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Have you read Hellraiser Nightbreed Jihad? If you have, what did you think? Did you think it was a worthy follow-up to potentially both series and a nice tease to a potential crossover in the future? Obviously, I highly doubt we'll ever get a crossover, but it is one of those things that I think would be absolutely insane. So guys, that out of the way, I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I will catch you in the comment section.